All right, welcome back to the stream. We're going to tackle some Violet Ray, which is part of Rodney Stubbs' creation here. So I've been on Ray Tarkentown in previous sets. I've just come back to it this set after the meta is starting to settle down a bit and trying to work out how good Ray Tarkentown is. So we're going to jump into games tonight. We're going to go through 10 games straight and see how we go with the meta. The link for the deck will be in the description, and I'll talk about some of the cards as we play the games. All right, so swapping over. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It does help the channel quite a bit, or at least like the video. Okay, so here we are back on Petronarchy. Let's see what we've got. Straight up, we've got a Tarkentown Red. Who knows what's in this deck? Green red. Could be fairly aggressive. Let's see. So what have we got to start with? We've got 2 Crate Dragons, which we don't want to see. That's our big heavy top end. A Restored Ark is okay. And then a Village Protector, Force Throw. I think we can do better than that. I do like the Restored Ark to try and challenge in space to begin with. But there isn't much follow-up after that. So, okay, so we've got Black One. So Black One is one of the more interesting ships in the deck. We can make it a 4/4 basically for 3 costs. So turn 1, you play it. Turn 2, give it the experience from Ray, and it becomes a 4/4. It is in danger against Rebel decks of burning out in terms of getting blue leaded second turn. We don't have initiative, but we're not playing a Rebel. So let's get rid of the Crate Dragon, and let's get rid of a takedown just in case he blows us out on the space, which he doesn't. Okay, let's claim here. All right, so I've hit Yoda. Yeah, so I do like Yoda. It's a shame we didn't get another 2 cost because we could have pumped up the Black One and then played the Yoda. I think we're safe to get rid of the Black One here. I think we just... He may play a 7th Fleet Defender here. If it does, I think we're best to play Yoda first and then claim if that happens, and we can take down. Okay, he doesn't. So now we can just run in with our Black One. So we'll claim. He does play a Stormtrooper out here. So our plays could be resource the Interceptor, play a Force Throw, give an experience either to Yoda or Black One. The Force Throw will take out the Stormtrooper, and that will square out our mana. So 2/1/1. So let's get rid of the Interceptor here and open up with the Force Throw. Hit the opponent. If he gives us something cheap, 1, yes, we'll just hit the Stormtrooper here. So it looks like quite an aggressive deck we're up against here. Let's see what we've got here. Yes, I think we can give 1 experience to Yoda and take out that other trooper. He may play the 3/3 Sentinel here. We've still got our Tarkentown up. I think we're okay. We'll just hit this Stormtrooper here. Get our 2 heal. We can always Tarkentown that Stormtrooper. Okay, so now we've got an Incinerator Trooper. Here's our danger. If we play the Sabine Wren, he could pump it up. And I think that's fine because we'll just claim if that happens. If he pumps it up, we can claim and then kill it. He doesn't. So now we can Tarkentown the Stormtrooper. And then hit him with Black One. He may have the pump here. The I forget what it's called. It's the one that gives the Imperial Troop the +2 and an attack, similar to a Fleet Lieutenant. And get rid of Protectors. Okay, Overwhelming Barrage. He's aiming to... Okay, aiming to kill just 1. So I think we just give an experience to our black one here. Let's see what he does. He may pop the Tarkin out. If he does, we'll just take down the Incinerator Trooper. So he's spent a lot. He's down to one card. And not much else on the board other than his leader. Our leader comes out next turn. So our options here is, I like the Nema Constables, the 2/6 Sentinel. Okay, so we've been hit with a Ruthless Raider here. So if he attacks, he'll pump that to a 5/7. Do we really worry about that? I don't think so. I think what we can do is just play the Nema here. Play the Nema or the Yoda. I think the Nema is fine. We can then give it an experience, then come out with Rey. I think we just hit base here for 4. Come out with Rey. And similarly, we can just hit the base for 3 as well. So he's on 15, we're on 1. Decent start to begin with. Our decisions here is, do we keep the original governor or do we keep the interceptors? I think we just keep the interceptors here. Being able to block the space is good here. We do have Luke, and we have got our big ship, Profundity, that we've been waiting on playing this game. We've got that to pop out next. Okay, so he's going to run a Vader in here. From here, we could potentially Luke Tarkin. Okay, yeah, I think we Luke Tarkin, and then, or we could hit him with the black one. Does make the Ruthless Raider 6/8. Yeah, I don't think we're in a rush to hit with the black one. He has to really trade for us. He's on 15. So let's hit the Tarkin. Rey can hit the Trooper, and then he can hit the black one. Or let's see if he goes straight to the base. Yeah, he hits that. So we can kill the Trooper. We're on 0. He's on 15. Okay. We've got 2 Dawn Interceptors here. We just resource the Village Protectors. We do have our attack in the resource row to bring out at a time as well. Let's see what he has here. Would have an Emperor in this deck. Okay, 12 damage. I think we're fine taking quite a few bit on Rey. We're going to have Luke hit into Vader. So let's take another one there, and we'll take the other 8 on the base. We'll hit Vader next. Okay, we'll hit Vader. We're back down to 5. Hit base again. Maybe we should have played the Interceptor first. Do we hit the Yoda or the Interceptor here? Just go the Interceptor. We've got our big ship hitting in next. So we probably had a little bit of a misplay. We should have played the Interceptor first, but I don't think it's going to matter in this game. Okay. Let's get our hit in while we can. Pump up one of our Interceptors. Okay, he's played General Veers. I think what we do here is play our big ship, make our opponent discard. We can then hit in after he hits, and it will be... Oh. He has to claim, otherwise he loses the game here. We hit for 8. Okay, we can hit him for another one. Pass. He's looking for a barrage here, which would clear the Profundity. but he would also lose a card. Okay, so we're up 1-0. Didn't get to hit our big ship, the Profundity. All right, so 1-0. No opponents. We'll just create a game. We'll wait to see who joins us. Okay, we'll go a little bit over the deck list just while we're waiting. See, you'll see that there's moisture farmers in this one. The moisture farmers, now that we're in set 4, space is a more contested arena than what there is previously. So the moisture farmers in there to almost be uncontested on the ground and allow us to get through to that leader deploy stage. And then we're playing decks that do a lot of indirect damage. It does soak up quite a bit. So I think we're okay with this one. I think we keep the crate though. I think we can get rid of the Nima and potentially the village protectors. Okay, would you like to mulligan? So we're going to be quite greedy here in what we keep. And let's see if it pays off. Would have liked a little bit of discard. I was tempted to mulligan this hand just to hit that discard. But we do have a very strong start in terms of the moisture farmer. We can make it a 1-5 and then upwards from there. Okay, I like the force throw and I like the takedown. Here, I think we will throw out the interceptors and we'll continue to build our moisture farmer. Okay, so we can put an experience on it, hit into Yoda and then Tarkin Town. Okay, he'll draw a card and we'll just continue to push on the board. So we've got a takedown next for whatever he plays. We've got 2 force throws, which should do well into the back end of the game. So it looks like he's not playing anything here. A little bit of lag, give an experience. We are expecting Obi next turn. Okay, we can pass. Okay, we would have liked the black one earlier. And we are 1 resource behind him now. Thanks to him playing green and... Okay, I think we just take down here. And we can just claim. And we'll see what kind of board state we're going to flip into here. Again, it's not ideal. He's going to be at 7. So I wonder if we just play the governor and then say Luke Skywalker. Let him kill it. And then we can come out and we hit with 2 force throws. I think we do get rid of a crate dragon here. We had nothing in the row. If we had had a tech, might have been able to play that out instead. Basically, we want to action late against the Obi-Wan here. Okay, Eva has to hit it now. We're going to give it experience. Okay, so let's give the governor an experience. And let's see what he's planning on doing. Okay, now we can flip out. We've got 2 force throws. We can force throw our crate to kill the Kenobi. It's not ideal. That really is our top end. We do have 1 in the row that we could pull back with tech. So let's do it. Force throw yourself. Pick the crate dragon and then kill Kenobi. We've now got another force throw. can hit our opponent. Let's see what he drops down. I would like to clear the ground arena. If it's, yeah, it's an 8. Wow. If he's throwing out that, he must have some very good top end to hit us with. Okay. And we've resourced up with Rey. So we ditched the moisture farmer here. We've got another governor. Call things like home 1. Okay, rivals fall. Now we can just Luke back and hit that arc. And we can hit in for another 2. Okay, here's the start of our top end here. We get rid of the interceptors. Okay, he's going to fell the dragon. Okay, I think we just give an experience to the governor. And let's see what he pulls out here. Yep, a defender, so we can just play Luke and hit that one. We are playing red, so what I'm looking for is more of our force throws, more of our pillages, profundity, that type of cards. We have got our vanquish, which I do like. Yeah, we can just vanquish this one here. And we can probably call U-Wing reinforcements with our second regional governor. We can give it an experience. And then we can hit in. So this deck has so much restore that even though you can take a bit of punishment early on from a deck like this, you can really claw it back. I think we're okay just not resourcing there. So far we're blocking Luke with one of the governors and U-Wing reinforcements with the second governor. So he's taking control of that one. So what our options in that we do, we could have a Poe Dameron. He's probably going to run it in. So let's just hit his base for 6 and continue to push damage. We can redemption on the space arena, which will sort of put him in lethal range once we hit him with that governor. Okay. That kind of stops it. I kind of wish I had resourced one more to put one more on that regional governor. Let's give it 1 experience. Okay, we can run into the defender here, or we could vanquish it. That's our options. If we vanquish it, we can put 3 on the base and then have an interceptor, but then we'd leave ourselves vulnerable to another big play. So I think our best play is to hit the defender. We can play a Poe out, and now he's got 2 massive things to deal with. This time I will think I will resource the interceptor. Okay, let's see what's happening. It's going to play Rivals Fall. I think we just hit in for 6. He's going to run in. Has he got something else? I think we just play the redemption. We could try and claim, but if he had something else to get rid of Luke, we're not spending any of our resources. We pass. The Obi-Wan Data Vault. So we know we play a lot of Yoda Data Vault. It is quite a good deck. I do like the cycle that Yoda gives. I've seen Yoda has done very well in the tournaments today at I think it was at Denver. Did very well with the Endless Legions combo. Okay, so we're going to ambush to kill the Luke, I would say. Yep. It's a little too late. Okay, so we've finished off the Obi-Wan, and we move the stream to 2-0 with our Rey Tarkentown. Okay. Well, let's try a Han Green. Keep trying to play against what will be in the meta. I think the results come out today for the overseas tournaments. Han Green snuck into at least one of those. So, okay, what do we like here? I like he has initiative. I would like a governor to start with, but I think that's okay. I think we can resource an arc and potentially resource the Kanan. To Mulligan, no. The Kanan definitely. I mean, there is a thing that we could, because we need that arc for the second turn, but I actually do like Yoda on the ground. Kind of forces them to kill him at times, because if they don't, they know a force throw is coming. We could get done by the Falcon, but we can just Tarkentown it if we get done here. We just play the black one. Let's see what comes out. We just claim here. Okay, now we've got the interceptors. Now we've got the Chewie. The regional governor. So our options really hard here. If he plays a Chewie on it, it's going to make it a 7/7, I think it is. So we do need to put the XP on the black one to start with. So let's resource the interceptors. And let's put an XP on black one. We can always Tarkentown it unless he hits us with the R2 as well. We could play governor here and say Chewbacca. Is that a better play? Potentially, it was very aggressive to go straight up for a Falcon there. So let's try that. Let's say Chewbacca. He plays Spark of Hope, which does nothing. A unit has to have left play. Okay. That is an odd play, because if you were going to play that, I don't know why you would not hit him with the Falcon first, have me Tarkentown it. Now I can pump up the black one, take out the Falcon, and then I've got a shot at tech as well. Still with my Tarkentown. So even if we get hit with the DJ combo here, we've still got opportunities to do some damage against him, to take out the tech or the DJ with our regional governor here. So this is a tough call. It's like, do we play the Yoda, or do we play the village protectors here? He has initiative. The Profundity might be a little bit too greedy to get to that in the end, so I think we get rid of that one. Okay, if it resources here, we play an experience straight on the governor. Okay, so let's experience here. Okay, so we get the home one. Okay, I think we just play a village protector here. All right, he's going to pass. So I think we can hit the village protector in for the tech. And we just kill it. We don't want to get hit with a DJ straight away. Okay, we've got another village protector, and we've got a crate dragon here. We're at the 5 resource mark, so we've got, what, Vanquish to play. He's going to be at the Han deployment here. I think I like the village protectors to continue to block, especially because we've got one out already shielded. Okay, let's see what he's got planned for us. As a reminder, we've had the governor call out. See, why he's playing that? He needs one of his units to leave the field. We'll just hit him with the governor. Want to see what he does here. Okay, I think we're safe just to play the Podamaran. He's not going to lose a unit here, so we can't get loot. The worst we can get is probably Cad Bane, which would take both the protectors and the Podamaran. Alright, so let's claim and see what he's going to play. Wow, he did all of that for... I don't understand. Alright, so our options here is we can hit the Han, put 2 damage on the Bright Hope and clear his board. Which, even though we've got the pillage, I think that's the correct move. We can hit here, deal 2 damage to a unit, pass, drop this down, and then kill the Bright Hope as well. Now we can play his Spark of Hope. Okay, let's just put an experience on our protector. Okay, he's asking us to get rid of a card. Let's get rid of pillage. Okay, we can... Oh, we have Chew back with the governor. We have any in the resource row we can play? No. Alright, let's deploy. I think we just end up Tarkingtown. I mean, vanquish this one. Let's not waste all our units' lives. And just continue to push damage on him. Okay, there we go. We've got 3 vanquishes in this deck, so the chances that we're going to get one is quite high. We look back at the image here. We've got 3 vanquishes and 1 rival's fall, and plenty of top end. Again, the deck link is in the description if you want to try it out for yourself. And I'll also have a link to Stubbs Hub, which is Rodney Stubbs's YouTube channel. He has a lot of Rey Tarkingtown gameplay and Luke Green. I don't know if it's Data Vault, but it's Luke Green. Okay, I think this guy's left. I don't think he was a particularly good Han Green play. He might have just been learning the deck. Alright, that's 3-0. Alright, what do we got? A Piet Red. Okay, so I lost to a Piet Red on the weekend. Went down 2-1 when I was running Lando in a set 4 leader only tournament. Just that Devastators coming in and the Ruthless Raiders coming in and hitting underneath the shields kind of wrecked my plan and that I had for the day. This seems okay. I think we get rid of the Moisture Farm when we get rid of a black one. Would you like to mulligan? No, I would like a little bit of hand hate, but let's see how we go. I think we can call Regional Governor and we can call a Super Laser Tech to begin with. Part of the issues I had on the weekend with the Piet Red was that it also ran the Piet unit, and because I wasn't running things like Tarkingtown and I was running a very responsive deck in Lando, I couldn't get rid of the early ground units that they had. that enables things like Ruthless Raiders and that to come in with ambush. So they would play Piat unit, resupply, ambush Ruthless Raider. Okay, we'll claim the initiative there. So we've said Super Laser Tech. We're going to hit the Swarming Droid here. So our options are we're going to play Black 1 and put an experience on it. I think that's worth it. And the Village Protectors, I don't think we need. And the Rivals will save for a bigger ship. So let's play the Black 1. Even if he plays another Swarming Droid, we can put an experience on the Black 1. Okay, and now we can just claim and we can rush into one of his Swarming Droids to begin with. Pillage is really good here. A Moisture Farmer is probably decent as well, but I think we're going to go, we'll hit in and then we'll play a Concord Dawn Interceptor and put an experience on it. So let's hit in here. Okay, we're going to play something out, so he's going to play that. Okay, so our options here are a Pillage to get rid of 2 cards, play a Yoda on the ground, and bump it up. He's likely going to have something for that frigate to barrage our board. Okay, so maybe the Interceptors might be the play and that here. Keeps our Black 1 in play. And put an experience on the Interceptors and then run in. Okay, we can get rid of a Yoda here. Okay. I think we can hit the Vulture Droid. Okay, this one here we can now defeat. I think we need Yoda down on the ground. Or are we going to get done by planetary bombardment here? If we don't kill this Ruthless Raider. Alright, actually probably now like killing that. And then hitting up. Okay, Force Throw is really good for us here. We've already got a Pillage. Okay, so let's play things out a little bit slower. We're probably going to get done by a Devastator here. It's a Devastator. We will have to claim. Oh, we could Force Throw the Rivals Fall if that's the case. Alright, let's Pillage the opponent. Plays a Devastator. He could leave a big ship in his hand. He does not. Okay. We can now deploy. We can play a Force Throw on the opponent. We hit a barrage. We can now put 3 damage on Piet. And we'll also put... Oops, hang on. We gave him an experience. Reset the turn. Okay, so we started with the experience. Hopefully he plays it the same. Okay, we now pillage. Now deploy. We'll see if he's kept the same. He did, yep. It's the misclick on choose a target for attack. Give the experience there. And we also do another 2 with the regional governor. Okay. So we throw out the arc here. We got anything in our resource row? No. Get hit by a daring raid. I think we finish yet off here. And give an experience to our regional governor, who is still blocking a super laser tech. I don't think you'll like this build with the swarming droids. Hit the base for 3. Play Yoda out and play our interceptors. Okay, 2 crate dragons. Clump together. I think we need to keep the rivals and play into the crate dragon the next turn. So now he can nuke Rey, the governor, and potentially, I would say, 2 on the interceptors. Okay, I think we can just squeak out an extra point of damage to the base. We can hit him with a 3 and a 2. And then we'll just rivals for the Devastator. And pass. And now we've got, wow, okay. 2 Lukes and a crate dragon. I'm going to go for the crate dragon here. The longer the game goes, the worse it is, potentially for us. Now let's force him to have some answers. He does not. All right, that's 4 zip. Okay, what do we got? Sabine, we've played a Luke. So let's try a Sabine. This will be a very hard matchup, but let's see how we go. Especially Sabine ECL. We know we're going to hit with Poe. We know we're going to hit with Wrecker. Start with a Moisture Farmer, but not much else to follow up. Right again. Okay, so we hit with a black 1. Village Protectors is good. I think we can get rid of a crate dragon. Now, what do we get rid of here? Is it a Luke or is it a Vanquish? No, I think we have to sort of potentially play to win here. So let's get rid of the Vanquish. All right, let's play the black 1. Again, this is what I'm saying about initiative and that it really matters in this set especially, because if he comes in, hits me with a Sabine's Sabine ship, I'm gonna have to do something about it. Okay, that's interesting that he hit us straight for damage there. Okay, let's play the protectors and see what he plays. Okay, so we just claim here we can't let Sabine run in and just kill the village protectors by itself. Okay, give an experience to the protectors. A dark saber. Now I'd wish I'd kept that Vanquish. We could hit. Let's hit the Marine. He's going to have to hit us in with Sabine. And we can just Tarkin Town it. I really don't know why he would have did it that way. I would much rather the Darksaber have been on Sabine, the leader. He's going to give it an experience, but he's going to still be Tarkin Towned here. Okay, we just Tarkin Town that one, and we'll take an extra 4 in. So this is a really tough matchup for us. Probably need another village protector. The constable's good. The constable is good. We can buy a little bit of time with the constable. He's going to have to hit us with I think it definitely was a mistake not keeping that vanquish. Let's play the constable. If he's got the Poe, he's going to run it into us. If not, we'll give it an experience. The big problem is the ECL with the Poe and the Wrecker. Either one of them is very damaging. I really need another village protector, something there. So it's interesting that he was unable to kill it there. So let's give it an experience and see what he plays. Okay, so it's Poe. So we're pretty much just going to have to claim here. We can get rid of the Poe. I think we play the Yoda. Our play really is that we need a big force throw on whatever he plays here. All right, so let's play the Yoda, and let's see what he does. Poe can kill it running into it and do 2 damage or discard or whatever he wants to do. Or he can run in Wrecker. Okay. All right, I think we can give Yoda an experience and take it out of range of Sabine. All right, let's hit base for 2. Okay, he did not have a Wrecker. Okay, so we're fine to flip our leader now. Okay, so we can hit the Marine, force throw ourselves to hit the Poe. Hit 1 over there. He has a Wrecker. It is going to be very devastating. Like, if he had 1 card, I would force throw him. But because he's got 2 cards, force throw yourself to make sure that we hit that. All right, let's see what he's got. We have double loops, which is always good. And it is a Wrecker. One of the most, I'd have to say, broken cards. Like, in combination of ECL, that and Poe being printed in the same set. Okay. Myself. Okay, we can play Luke out, and I think we hit the fighters. Let's see what he wants to do. Claimed initiative. 1 and 2 in a kind of like a redemption. The village protectors is really good. Same with the regional governor. Wow, hit into our Luke. I don't know if I would have done that. I think I might have just hit base if I was him. Would have put me on 22. I would have had to hit into Sabine, take it to 19, and then I would have needed some way to deal with Wrecker, and he also would have had 7 resources. So, fortunately for us, we can now kill the Sabine with our other Luke. Here we can also put an experience on the black one. Okay. I think now we can just claim here. We're 15 away. I can kill that. He can't get through the interceptors anyway. If I claim, I can just hit the Peacekeeper and I'll be on 12. So let's claim here. Okay. They're all good cards here. Right, I won't resource any. Alright, so now we're hitting into the Peacekeeper. We're down to 12. He is out of these ECL. He can still timely. We're going to get hit with a Poe. We're 100% okay with. I think we can just push damage here. We can give an experience to our interceptors. We can play our village protectors, play our moisture farmers, and then think about what loses the game for us here. Is it a cause to believe in? We're very far from that. Is it the Wrecker? Let's just say Wrecker. Okay. Well, we've stabilized. We've now got some decent removal. And we've now got another interceptor. So let's get rid of this takedown. We've got 2 techs in our row. We've also even got a moisture farmer. So let's keep pushing the damage. All right, and that's game. A lot of pressure, some questionable decisions from my opponent on that one. Played pretty good up until that Wrecker. I don't know, maybe you should have... You got to play to win. Okay, so we're halfway through. Seems to be going okay so far. We played Profundity maybe once. I don't know. They've all been fairly quick games. Would like to play a little bit more Piet, some Django, and see how we fare against some of those decks against some different players. We played Piet Red already. Piet Blue would be good. Obviously, Quinlan, Django. Holdo wasn't one that you would call meta, but let's see. This is not a good hand. Got a good hand against maybe some space aggression, but they're weaker ship. So let's mulligan. Okay, I'm fine with that. So we can first turn moisture farmer, make it a 1/5. And then second turn, we've got the arc. I think we can get rid of the governor and the outpost. We keep Poe. I think so in this match. When does she come out? 6. Okay. Let's get rid of the governor and the constables. All right, so we've started in the air. And this is the one that if it becomes upgraded, it gets +1/+1. So that's kind of signaled to me that he's going to go air. We've got the Tarkin Town to stop any sort of early aggression there. Pass. And probably get rid of the Moisture Farmer now because we're going to play Sabine. Let's see what he upgrades to. We can move to a 3/4. Yeah, so it is what we expected. So here, we're going to take 6 damage, but we're going to basically 2-for-1 him with this restored arc and Tarkin Town. What will sink us if he had like an R2. Okay, now we can finish that off and then play our Sabine on the ground. Okay, we've now got the Interceptors. Her stats, I think we can get rid of a Vanquish here. Her stats are 3/8. Let's try that. We've now got the Interceptors. We can put experience either on Sabine or on the Interceptors this turn. Okay, I think we'll just play the Interceptors out here. And let's see what he's going to play. A lot of pilots. But yeah, we do put the experience on here. What does Snap do? He gets a resistance card, top 5. So Mon Mothma ability, but only when played as an upgrade. So let's give the experience to our Interceptor. And then we can hit him for 3 with Sabine. Next turn, hopefully we can make a Poe stick. Would be very good against these this sort of heavy pilot deck so far. Okay, so we can get rid of black 1 here. We can go Poe, Rivals 4, Luke. Let's get rid of that. I think we just play the Poe. Okay, we can just claim here. We can Rivals 4 his Poe. And the Moisture Farmer. He's green-red. He doesn't have the blue removal that we do. We can kill his leader if the leader comes out. And we also have Rey coming out this turn. So getting ready for showcase time. So for back to the PQs. This Rey deck is obviously a strong contender for me. Running there. I have got Yet built, Yet there. And I've also got Yoda, but I don't have the showcase for Yoda because it's super expensive. Okay, we've taken care of the leader. All right, so he's got black 1. So I think we just deploy here. We'll hit in for 3 with Sabine, 3 with Rey, and restore. So now he's got Chewbacca. But he's going to be hit for 6. We're going to be restoring. We can also kill the Chewbacca upgrade with Poe. So black 1 is a 2/3, but when it's upgraded, it gets an extra +1/+0. If you control Poe out on the field, it'll also do damage as well. Okay, we resource just the Andor here. Always an easy choice when you've got like an Andor or a tech in that you pick up. Okay, so he put a hardpoint heavy blast on. This unit isn't taking base. Okay, that's okay. Defeat and upgrade. Pass. Discard a card, and we will get rid of the Chewbacca. Push in for Rey next and give 1 XP to Sabine. Okay, Poe's going to go up to the sky. We can probably just play Luke here and take -3 off what he's doing. He now has Poe, so he can do a damage to one of our units. The heavy blaster only affects the area the defenders be in the defenders arena, but we have nothing in space. So that's why I don't really rate the heavy blaster from set 1. Okay, he's now in lethal range with our Poe. All right, we'll get rid of the moisture farmer. Get one last hit in. So we hit. Deal 2 damage. And that is the game. So we're now 6-0. Gee. Most people are pretty polite on here. Let's try a Gar yellow. Quite aggressive. Nope. Luke yellow. Again, could be quite aggressive for us. Alright, so we do have some space. It's important against Luke to contest space. I think we don't mulligan. We ditch the village protectors and the constables, and we'll keep everything else. Play the arc up. Alright, we'll claim. Just when we thought that he would be running up in space, we get hit by a unit on the ground. So we play the interceptors here. He'll hit in, we can hit back with the restored arc. Okay, we can just claim here. We ditch the governor. Alright, we can hit into the interceptor and kill it if it needs to. Give 1 XP, but then it messes our pillage up. So I like just potentially just pillaging here. If anything gets out of control, we do have the big vanquish next turn. Resolute and... Okay, he's going to ask us to get rid of... We'll give him a force throw. Alright, we'll hit into base for 2. And base for 1. He needs a fighter to attack before he can use his ability. Yeah. All right, so we'll just claim. He's got a little bit in the ground area. All right, I think we can ditch the black one here. Give an experience to the arc. And let's just see what happens here. We have got a tech if we need to play it out. Okay, so he's going to force throw us. I think we give him the redemption. Right, we can just hit in here to the interceptor. And then we can just play our tech from the row. Right, and now we can just claim. Okay, we can get rid of black one here. We got in the row. Constables seems reasonable for this stage of the sort of game. We'll play constables out. He's hit us with force throws and a few things like that. We can get some card advantage back by playing the tech smuggle. I think we can just take out the... All right. Deploy. All right, I think we're fine with the K2. Just hit into base. We'll give one more to the tech. Whoops. Was not right. Turn into the 3 into the base. Luke will come out on the ground. Can't kill either. Yeah. So I think what I can do here is Rey can hit into Luke. And then I can... He'll be forced to hit me with the K2. And then I can Luke that back out. He'll force me to discard. No, he does not. Okay. I think I ditched the Concord Dawn and let's just keep a 1 for any of the force throw plays. Okay, so this is a second Resolute in this deck. Yep. So I think here we can just vanquish. The Resolute, when it comes out, deals 2 damage to an enemy unit and each other enemy unit with the same name. He's obviously said Luke, and then 2 damage. So let's finish there. Take the score. Okay. All right, so it seems to be working okay. Let's hit a boba yellow. And let's see how this will be a step up again from what we've been playing in those couple of midsections. So I like Moisture Farmers. Don't want a mulligan. I like Rivals 4. So we don't need Crate Dragon. And we probably don't need the Village Protectors. So we're going to go Moisture Farmer experience, Sabine experience to Moisture Farmer. Okay, well that changes it a little bit because we do want to kill the Pride first up. Okay, I think we have to play Sabine here. Ditch the Vanquish. We've got the Rivals. We'll just have to see how we go. It's such a... When he has initiative, makes a... I think we need to do that straight away. Let's give it an experience. Don't want to be like P38'd or anything like that. Let's see what he's going to play. Okay. Right, let's build the pride. Okay. Another moisture farmer is very good. It's a tough call here. I think we get rid of the takedown. Just have to keep using our rivals. Okay, he's going to hit Arkentown. Take it there. Let's take one on here. An experience. See what he comes in with. It's going to come in with a Star Hopper. Here we can hit N. Take it on the base. Oh, wow. Okay, we'll put that there. So it's quite an aggressive Boba Yellow, like these low units and that he's got. Very aggressive. Well, okay. I do like Moisture Farmer still, but I can play a Kanan into a Force Ray here. I think that's just too good. I'll put it on the Moisture Farmer because we're going to run in here. Or do we just hit 2? Okay, let's clean it up. We'll take another one. Get the Kanan out ASAP. Take 2, because if he's got the IG, play a Kanan here. See what he comes out with. Daring Raid. Base. He's the aggressor. He's got 4 mana. Wow, I probably should have just force thrown that. That was a big mistake. I'm going to put it on Kanan. I'm going to claim. And I'm going to hope he plays Boba straight on the Fire Spray. I think we need to pillage as much here. I'm going to hit base. Hopefully restore 2. This is the Rey turn as well. He did not resource. Wow, that may actually work in his favor. Okay. Alright, let's hit the fire spray there. I can play the Yoda. Did not know why he didn't resource. Okay, I think we hit with Rey. Give 1 XP to Yoda. He can put Boba on here and kill Rey. And we can just Luke and kill that. Yeah. First, let's just get some damage in. Three indirect damage. Take 1 on Luke and the rest on Yoda. You want to keep Luke because he plays Devastator and Devastator can do 5. You want a unit like Luke, you want to keep it above 5 health remaining. Okay, that's another win, 8-0. All right, 2 to go. We haven't done a clean sweep since the Asajj Green. Let's see if it can continue. Another Boba Yellow. Let's see if we have initiative. He had pride. He had a very good start. No, he's doesn't want to play us. Okay, what else we got? Another Boba Yellow. Sith Soup. Now, if there's decks and that you want me to play, just throw them down in the comments. I'll check them out. I tend to play a little bit off meta. I'm not going to play Django, not going to play Sabine or anything like that. But these Bobas do not want to play me at all. A Yoda Tarkin Town. Let's have a mirror match. He has a stronger leader. Maybe I have a stronger top end. Who knows? Okay, so we've got Moisture Farmers. We've got Pillage and a Force Throw and Profundity. So I don't mind that. So let's not mulligan. Resource the Kanan and resource the Moisture Farmer. If that's what you wouldn't do, just let me know on the timestamp and we can discuss it, because it's always a tough choice on how greedy you are going to be against some of these matchups. And that was quite greedy. Wow, and another big decision here. I think we have to lose Profundity. I think we want the rest here. We want Force Throws. We want, yeah, we have to keep the rest of it. Okay, so I think we just need to Tarkin Town the Sabine. He'll probably do the same for the Moisture Farmer. Let's put another XP on. What he does, and we can just claim here. A little bit of a jump here. We can pillage. In tech. And to our resource row. What do we do here? He's on 4. We play the Arc. Maybe it might have been better to pillage, because I have a feeling he's going to force throw us now. Put an experience on. If he does, we'll just lose one of our force throws. Okay, that is not a good card for us, because he's just going to be getting card advantage with it. I'll have to claim. Really going to need our top end to sort of serve for us here. I think we get rid of black 1. Yeah, it's not a good matchup. Like this card here. I mean, you don't really see many Yoda Tarkin Towns, but this we needed to be more contested on the ground. So let's just thin his deck out for a little bit. We may have to even look at our row, begin to play some cards. We do have the tech. Okay, so wow, he's got some big cards. Your Mighty Hope, Crate Dragon pulled out there. Okay, so let's just claim. Next turn we can go tech, experience, Rey, force throw. Depending if we get something a bit better than that, I'll keep the governor. All right, so let's go to our resource row. We'll play tech. We'll deploy. What's the worst can be happen here? The worst can happen is a rivals 4. So if I was to play regional governor and say rivals 4, might be a better play here. So I almost 80% sure that that's what he'll have. Even if we kill Steeler here, he's going to get a tactic. What are the tactics that he pulled out? Tactic, takedown. We probably don't even want to kill Steeler yet. Okay, he's going to pull out Andor. So I think we can just deploy. Okay, he's going to hit us with Andor there. I think we just hit base. Get out of Yoda's range. Probably run Steeler into it. And in that case, we'll have to play Luke. But the problem is that he's got Yoda and he will play Yoda. Yoda's discard ability, draw a card, put it on top, and he'll be able to hit our Luke. It's a shame we didn't hit any of our like Kanans and that earlier. Yep. You really have nothing that we can. Oh, we do have a Kanan. Maybe that is the better play here. Out of the resource row, leaves us 1 up. Hits us with a takedown. And we're in the Yoda flip stage here. Need to keep one of these alive for then the Luke flip. Yeah, that Steeler Guerrera really messed our game plan up this time. All right, I think we just have to hit to base. Yoda will use the ability. Yeah, the Steeler draw 2 extra cards and then the Yoda. And we just claim here. If he's smart, he would clear both of these. No, he's not. He's just going to push aggression, which is probably true. He's got Yoda. We're only 7 off now. Yeah. And that's game. Wow, that Steeler Guerrera really messed us up. Card advantage, 4-3, weak against like Battlefield Marines, anything like that. But yeah, the card advantage that you can get, it's probably worth, even in this deck, putting it in as a sideboard for the Quinlans and things like that. So we do have Smuggle already, but what are tactics in here? Pillage is a tactic. Takedown is a tactic. There's actually quite a decent tactics of vanquish and rivals fall. So yeah, Stealer might be a very good sideboard card, especially against the decks like Quinlan and that look to discard your hand. All right, let's get back to the game. I think next time I would emphasize potentially pushing some more ground. I think we kept the moisture farms and kept very greedy at the top. I think like we probably need to play a little bit more aggressive against the Yoda. Okay, and not rely completely on the discard package, which did not work out. All right, let's try the Count Dooku yellow. Steeler Guerrera. Let's make a note of that. Let's have a look. The full cost for 3. When played, when defeated, deal 2 damage to your base. If you do such, top 8 cards. 8 cards is a fair reach. So if you're suffering from hand hate and you're in red white, because we have, what do we have? We have tactics. All right, is this guy ready? Yep. Okay, what have we got here? We've got a pillage, we've got a force throw. We would throw Andor out and village protectors. Okay, again, he's going to try and either swarm us or potentially pop out something pretty big. That's why we have to keep the vanquish and that for this matchup. Maybe I am emphasizing keeping force throws, but especially in that last match. Okay, give the moisture farmer in 1 XP. Pass. Okay, we've hit another of vanquish, but we've also got another pillage. I think 2 pillages is a bit greedy. And this kind of matchup. I think we give another experience to our moisture farmer. Going to throw out the invincible. So the invincible, when deployed, when you deploy a leader, you may return a non-leader unit that costs 3 or less. I think that's fine. Let's take out his droid so he doesn't get any more cheap. How can we say cheap smuggle or cheap exploit? I think we can drop our big ship here. All right, I think we kill each first. Okay, the techno, transport, and what else? Droid commando. Gonna hit triple dark rate. Next turn we'll hit invincible. It's a resupply carrier, very good for him. Think about a resupply carrier again next turn. Wow, that is. And then deploy his leader. Wow, that is good. All right, so I think we need to play Kanan, then force throw, then force throw it in Invincible. Wow, a double resupply carrier off that triple dark. Dooku is at 9. So whatever happens, this moisture farmer needs to get its damage in now because it's just going to get returned to hand. All right, let's force throw his hand. Triple Dark Raid has really been our nemesis recently. Like the amount of... I have to kill that. What does he kill here? Does he go straight to base? Okay. Need like a village protector. Get rid of the arc here. We'll have to vanquish the carrier. Okay. We have to hit. Okay, he's got like a Vader. Only got a 1. Techno transport unit. Okay, we've got a lot of restore, but we're going to run out of actions quickly here. Pose too slow. Get rid of that. Wow, and that's another loss, I think. Because even if we kill that, because we're on Tarkin Town, yeah, there is not much we can do there. That resupply carrier hitting off Triple Dark. That TDR was too much. Getting like a double for us was just, yeah. Oh, we're still we're still chugging into it. Let's hit base again, I guess. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's not much we can do. He just has to claim here. All right, so we finished 8-2 on the day. Like, which the last couple of games did not go our way. This was would have liked to have played this matchup again in a best of 3. I don't think it would have went like that both times. Actually, let's see. Let's see if he'll have a rematch right at the end. That TDR into the resupply carrier, into the playing it again, and then pop the leader out. No, he's done. All right, well, we'll finish 8-2 today. Again, the deck link will be in the description. Check it out. Let me know if you would make any changes. And yeah, I'll catch